What it do, what it do, what it do? It's your boy, Sally Sell, and we back in here with another episode of Juice to the Legends. If you have not, please hit the like button, please subscribe to the channel. Alright gang, let me give a shout out to all my supporters, man, all my subscribers, man. I thank y'all for tuning in. Appreciate y'all for liking the video, appreciate y'all for sharing. Also, let me give a shout out to my player partner, Man So Creative TV, man. Y'all make sure y'all go subscribe to my dog channel. And anybody out there that got any kind of product, any kind of merchandise you need promoted, you want to do interviews for your music, hit the emails in the link down below. With that being said, let's get it. Alright, gang. We got to talk about this situation with the water in Jackson, Mississippi, man. So for those of you who don't know, it is a water crisis going on right now as we speak in the city of Jackson, of Mississippi. Governor Tate Reeves just declared this is a state of emergency. So basically what happened, last week we had maybe like 5-6 days of rain. The Pearl River, which was at around 31 feet, exceeded to around 36 feet. And when this happened, due to the infrastructure in Jackson being old and a lot of things being broken, the Yazoo clay and all that, the infrastructure is sitting on, it's just not up to par with it need to be updated. And basically, at least 150,000 people that live in Jackson is without water right now. Some people may have low water pressure, but the water is not safe to drink from. It's not safe to brush your teeth with, to cook, any of that. And this is a very, very unfortunate situation, man. Me, myself, I'm a resident of Jackson. With family members in Jackson. Last night I had to call and check on my granny, checked on my mom, my sister, and them, and everybody. And my baby mama and my kids or whatever. Make sure everybody was straight or whatever. But we all dealing with this together, man. You know what I'm saying? And this situation been going on for far too long, man. You know what I'm saying? You get people that get out here and try to point the finger and try to blame it on the black community like it's our fault for what's going on in Jackson. We victims of anything. We pay taxes. We pay bills. We had to deal with all the foolishness, with the crime and all that going on. And this is how we treat it. You know what I'm saying? The capital city of Mississippi, everything around Jackson, built up, looking pretty, looking nice. But this is what we had to go do. You know what I mean? And some of these people, they turn their eye the other way, man. They act like we dogs. They act like we deserve this. They want to place the blame on us for something that's been going on for over 30 years. And it's just outright ridiculous. Now, it's been a lot of different news outlets reporting on stations where you can go and get clean water. They giving out bottled water, so y'all need to stay tuned to the news and see where you can go to get to some clean water. Because like I said, that water is, you shouldn't be drinking it. And like I said, this is not anything new. The water, we've been on a boiled water alert since like July or something like that. It's August, man. It's almost September, and we still on a boiled water alert. Matter of fact, just a year ago, or maybe 2 years ago, when the ice storm came through and bust all the pipes, we had a water crisis then where we went days, some people went weeks without water. Still nothing being done. And some got to give, man. You know what I'm saying? We don't deserve to be going through this. Mayor Lumumba, right now, you getting a lot of the blame for what's going on. And I'm going to say this is not your fault. You didn't do this. Like I said, this issue has been going on for at least 30 years. This is a $3 million project that we just don't have the budget for. So y'all need to get off the mayor back. But I will say this right here, Mayor Lumumba. Now is not the time for all that fussing and fighting. All the nonsense that's been going on with the city council, Kenny Stokes, and everybody, all the city officials pointing fingers, trying to blame everything on Lumumba or blame certain things on other people. This is not the time. We need to be trying to come together and come up with some kind of plan to get people some clean water, man. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people out there running their mouth, trying to speak bad on the city of Jackson because we're a chocolate city. But you're going to have your day too. I promise you are. People like this clown you see right here, Clay Edwards, the guy that's behind the page, Save Jackson. You are a bozo. You a coward. You a chump. You sit up every day and get on your page and make hateful, racist comments about the city of Jackson. The same city of Jackson that you from. The same city of Jackson that your people were from. Those problems that you try to blame on other people, your people were the ones who created some of those problems. Yeah, you from South Jackson, Clay Edwards, whatever your name is. You know what I'm saying? I remember when you had your page in the beginning, you used to show older pictures of Jackson and bring back memories and show history. That was a good thing. But you couldn't let that racist side of you hide. You know what I'm saying? You are not helping the problem. You are just hurting the situation. If you're not trying to help out, shut your fat mouth, go sit down somewhere. You know what I'm saying? You putting out this misinformation like our people are responsible for what's going on in Jackson. Nah, man, we already know how this was designed for it to be that way. It was designed for all y'all to leave Jackson around the early 2000s and try to let the city go down so the value can drop on everything and y'all can come back and buy everything up. We not done. We not done. We know what y'all doing. Y'all come downtown from 8 to 5, work, get all the money, get the good jobs, and once 5 o'clock come, y'all getting on the highway headed back to Rankin County, Madison County, etc. But then you want to get on your YouTube channel and try to point your finger at us like we the problem. Nah, you the problem. You know what I'm saying? You got so much to say about Jackson. But you are Jackson. You know what I'm saying? And you know the history that Jackson, forget this new history that we got about the crime and the violence. The real history about the races, the hangings, the discrimination that's been going on in Mississippi. That's what your people made. That's the part of history that y'all made. So if you're going to speak on something, tell the truth. Tell the truth, Clay Edwards. Because like I said, one day you're going to have your day. And like I say, I'm a God-fearing man, so I don't wish no harm on you. But the foolishness that you doing, the nonsense that you putting out there, I promise it's going to come back at you. I promise you that. Just feel you look like a rat in the face. It's going to come back at you, buddy. This situation with that water been going on for years, man. Mayor Dale Dank spoke about this years ago. When in 1989, when the great storm came through and froze everything up and the pipes busted and everything, this situation been messed up ever since then.
Over 30 years ago when they started talking about it as long as I've been in this city.
That's what the main problem is, because they don't have enough crews out there. 4 crews is not enough.
The water crisis in the wake of the January freeze revealed a dilemma that has been buried underground since before the 1920s in some cases, when the King Edward was actually built. Some of the pipes underground are in fact older, 100 years old. They were made with what was called pit cast iron back then, strong, but don't try to move it.
Between 30 and about 75, they were using cast iron, which is also brittle and suspect to breaking from shifting ground or whatever.
Jim Stewart is a civil engineer who says it wasn't until the 70s when the more flexible ductile iron pipe was being used in Jackson.
Probably 2/3 of those would need to be replaced based on the age of them, being prior to 1970 or something like that.
The best guess at a price tag for such a replacement is based on a city master plan done in 1997 and hasn't been updated since.
I can tell you that at one time it was around $300 million. And it's I mean, if we had $300 million, obviously we could solve the problem. But the challenge that you have in any government is trying to prioritize and trying to work toward that goal. We've done that. We lopped off over the last 12 years or so, off the top of my head, at least $100 million and maybe a little more.
We City, approximately $177 million have been spent on water system improvements since the late 1980s. It's work that started after the Great Ice Storm of 1989. The city was all but crippled by broken sewer and water lines that could not withstand the crushing contraction of the cold. It's what happened then and today with the Yazoo clay in our soil shifting and shoving things like pipes underground, causing them to split or break. Dale Danks was mayor then.
It's kind of like the flood of 79. Everybody wanted flood control in 79, and here we are 30 years later, and we don't have flood control.
Danks says there was a demand for improvements in the wake of the 89 ice storm. He says he pushed for increased sewer and water rates to pay for those water system improvements. In the end, he says that cost him his job as mayor.
Oh, I have no doubt. My good friend King Ditto ran against me, as you know, as you remember, in 1989. And they had mass mailings about the water rates and the sewer rates that I had to raise in order to address the infrastructure back then and to build a water plant that would ensure the adequate supply of water for this city for many, many years to come.
There you have it. Dale Danks himself. So you can't put that on us, Clay. These situations been going on. We got to come together, man. You know what I'm saying? If you're going to be like Clay Edwards, point the finger, try to blame somebody, you part of the problem, man. You know what I'm saying? I saw Deion Sanders, he made some comments about trying to get the athletes to some areas where they can take baths and use the restroom properly and everything. Like I say, Governor Tate Reeves, he declared the city of Jackson a state of emergency right now. So it's a lot of people that's helping out, and we appreciate y'all dearly. So shout out to the whole city of Jackson, man. You know what I'm saying? We praying for the city, man. You know what I'm saying? If anybody out there that want to help donate to the channel, man, I'm going to put my cash up on the screen so we can try to get some people some water. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, this is not a personal thing for me. I want to help out. You know what I'm saying? If you can help out just by sending a prayer. But I'm going to put my cash up here. So if any of y'all want to donate and try to help get us some water so we can try to get some of these elderly people some water, some of the less fortunate people, y'all be free to do that, man. You know what I'm saying? Everybody out there in Jackson, man, y'all be careful, man. Like I say, do not drink that water. You know what I'm saying? Look on the news outlets or whatever so you can see where they're giving away free water at, because that water is not clean. You do not need to be drinking it. Y'all pray for the city of Jackson, man. You know what I'm saying? With that being said, it's your boy Sally Sell with Juice City Legends. We checking out. Peace.